Monday. I get to get back to work.
What is going on, guys? This is the Empowered People Podcast, Tuesday Tune-Up, where you know what we're going to do. We're going to focus on more stories, give less advice. I'm your host, Josh Levin, and thanks a ton. Whether you're listening on iTunes, we love you. Spotify, you're our people. YouTube, what's up? Wore my fancy pullover for y'all on YouTube. But thanks a ton for tuning in, man. Every single week, I'm blown away by the amount of people that are listening, that are responding, that are direct messaging. I just want to say it from the bottom of my heart. I say it every freaking week, man. I'm just so thankful for you. We have built a positive community, and I know that you listeners don't know each other, but the interactions that I have with you are some of the most life-giving, positive interactions, and I can just not thank you enough. So from the bottom of my heart, I'm going to keep doing this. I hope it's beneficial for you. I hope you're getting freaking raises. I hope you're getting promotions. I hope you asked that chick on a date and she said yes. Maybe she said no the first, second, third time, kind of getting into the story today. But I hope this is beneficial in your life, in your business, in your career, in your family, in your community, man. I hope that this is making you a better person. You're jumping out and chasing your dreams. You're building something beautiful. So anyways, guys, today I had a Tuesday Tune-Up prepared for us to talk about Wes Greenblatt, the valedictorian of the 2003 Kearney Bulldogs, right? Wes went on to Princeton or Harvard or something. He was freaking brainiac, genius child. We talked about him a couple weeks ago. Awesome story. We're going to get to that later, but I had something pop up that made me remember why I got married or when I got married. And some of you, if you've been listening since episode 1, you probably have already heard this story. I'm sorry. It's a good one. We need to talk about it again. But I knew my wife. I met my wife when I was 16 or 15 years old. She was like 13 or 14, something like that. We knew each other. We never really dated. I was friends with her family, dated her best friend. She always loves to bring that up. But like we had known each other for a long time. I had known her family. And was kind of trying to figure it out, right? When I graduated high school, I didn't go to college. I worked a bunch of odd-end jobs, bounced around America, joined a cult. That's for a future story. We're not going to get into it. That I did say cult. But whenever I fell in love with Bridget, I knew literally day one. Like the second I realized that Bridget, the 13-year-old girl that I had met 7 years prior when I was 21 years old, I knew, man, this is the girl I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. There was no doubt in my mind. There was doubt in her mind. There was definitely doubt in everybody else's mind. There was no doubt in my mind. Well, very early on to us dating, I said, screw it. I'm going old school. I'm going to tell her dad right freaking now that I'm in love with her, that I want to marry her, and I'm going to do that thing, right? Because I'd watched The Notebook, because I had watched Pride and Prejudice, because I love chick flicks. That's the route I'm going, right? I'm not saying that's the route you have to go. But so I go, I remember, dude, I'm with her family at an ice skating ring, Line Creek. I don't know if it's Lion Creek or Line Creek, but it's a skating place here in Kansas City, and he's from Canada. He's hockey stopping. I'm trying to hockey stop. I'm the guy that tries to hockey stop and then ends up just spinning, looking stupid, right? So we're ice skating, and when we get done, me and him get off the ice first, and I'm like, hey, Patrick Leonard Kelly, knew his middle name, said his middle name. I ain't even making that up. Looked him in the eyes. Patrick Leonard Kelly, I want to marry your daughter. Bro, without hesitation, without missing a beat, without breaking eye contact, he straight up says, no bloody way, you're a bloody joke. His exact words, no bloody way, you're a bloody joke. Kind of catches me off guard, right? Like, I'm like, not the exact response that I thought was going to happen, right? You're a bloody joke. And something happened in that moment, right? Like, because I had been called one of those kinds of kids. I had been on welfare. I had been poor. I'd been all these kinds of stereotypical names called to me my entire life. Like people making fun of me because my mom got pregnant with me when she was a teenager, because we didn't have the nicest house, because we had that. Have you noticed, like, there are no beater cars on the road anymore? Like, dude, when I was growing up, I'm talking rusted out junkers, right? Like, I'd been made fun of my entire life. I'd been called way worse things than a bloody joke. But I don't think that was it. I don't think that it was just like I had thick skin, I was a tough person. But I did something very, very important when he said that. Rather than puffing my chest and saying, screw you, dude, what do you know, old guy? I was just asking you permission for no reason. Like, I'm a heartless romantic, or what's it called? A hopeless romantic, love chick flicks, was trying to do the right thing. Screw you. I'm going to marry her anyways. I'm going to do my own thing. Who are you to tell me what I can get and what I deserve and all this kind of stuff? Like, right? I didn't bristle my chest. I didn't boost my ego. I didn't puff, like, whatever. I said, hey, man, why am I a joke? Like, why am I a bloody joke? Why are you saying no? And rather than just berate me, he said, hey man, what kind of job are you working right now? I said, I'm a residential painter. And he said, is that what you're going to do the rest of your life? I said, I don't know. Maybe. I kind of like it. And he goes, okay, well, what are you going to top out pay wise? I said, well, the guy that works here that makes the most money that I know makes $21 an hour. And he said, $21 an hour ain't enough. How are you going to make more money? And I said, well, maybe I'll start my own company. He's like, are you sure about that? Back then I wasn't, right? And he goes, how about health insurance? You have health insurance? No, sir, I don't have health insurance. He's like, you going to have kids one day? You going to knock my daughter up? Right? You're going to get pregnant. You want a family. You're going to need health insurance. You're going to want to work your entire life. What about retirement? What about 401k? What about your house? What about your car? Bro, he dug down deep into me, right? But everything he said was super important. It was super true. I had not thought about my future career. I just thought about, did I have enough money in my bank account on Friday to go to CC's Pizza and get a drink and the buffet, right? Like, I had never thought about health insurance, bro. I was a healthy dude. Like, I got strep throat every year and just manned up through it, right? Drank some OJ, actually not OJ, Sunny Delight, right? Cured that stuff. Like, I had never thought through these things. So to him, his last daughter, I am a bloody joke. I am just wanting to play house. I haven't earned anything. Yeah, sure. In my mind, bro, I'm making more money at $18 an hour than I ever saw my parents did. I own a little 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house in Gladstone, 810 square foot. I'm driving a nicer car, even though it's a rusted out S10, Chevy S10. It's a nicer car than I ever grew up. So where I'm looking, I'm like, bro, I've done it. I've achieved it all. In his mind, he's like, you don't even know what success looks like, kid. Go do these things. So long story short, I took his advice serious. I became an electrician that had health insurance, that had 401k. I ended up starting a company. Like, a lot of things are very beneficial because I didn't puff my chest when he said, no bloody way, you're a bloody joke. I listened to what he had to say. And I think, man, a lot of times when you apply for a job and they go, hey, man, you're applying for this senior level position, all we have is this entry level position at our company. You want to go, how dare you? Do you know who I am? Why would you offer me an entry level position when I'm a senior level person? Why are you calling me a bloody joke when I've done all this? And in your mind, you deserve all that, right? But in our opinion, we don't know you. We don't know. You've proven nothing to us. We owe you nothing. And it's not at all because, like, I would say that I'm arguably his favorite son-in-law, now. But, like, you've got to prove to the person that you're trying to impress what you're worth. And at the start, no matter how great your resume is, I've never met a person who matches their resume. Now, understand this. Like, I feel like you heard all that, right? And you took it very negatively. You hear that I'm trying to stiff arm you. You hear me trying to hold you back. Just like I could have heard that when he called me a bloody joke, right? Like, imagine that, Derek. You could get offended, right? You could be like, who are you? But I didn't do that. And that's why I have the girl. And if you want the job, if you want the promotion, if you want the raise or the opportunity, sometimes you're going to ask for something and someone's going to say no. And you are going to feel the urge to get offended and to plead your case and to puff your chest and to attack that person. And I am telling you, if I would have done any of those 4 things, I would not be married to Bridget Kelly right now. Bridget Levin. Took that name, right? Old school. I wouldn't have been that way. And if you apply for the job or you try to get the customer, whatever it is, make that application real quick. If you fight with me, do you think you're going to get what you want? No. If you tell me I'm stupid and I don't know, do you think you're going to get what you want? No. If you try to beef up your resume more, do you think you're going to get what you want? No. But if you listen to what I'm saying, if you take what I'm saying serious, if you listen to their intent, if you ask them for their wisdom, if you humble yourself, chances are you are going to get where you want to go. And you're probably going to get a cool story with it.
Hey, shine like gold. They don't want story, man. They want the soundbite. I'm like, no. Look around like they see you on the mountain, they don't see you on the climb.